The first trial in the Elijah McLean case picks back up again this morning. Today, the prosecution will call its first witness to the stand. On day one, it was all lawyers. They're trying to convince a jury that Randy Rodema and Jason Rosenblatt were just following protocol when they restrained McLean 4 years ago. Officers stopped him while he was walking home. McLean was doing nothing wrong. Officers restrained him. Paramedics injected him with a sedative, and McLean died a few days later. Prosecutors say that the officers used excessive force, but Rodema's attorney says that it was the paramedics' actions that night that led to McLean's death, not the officers.
All of that, from the contact to the force to put him in the recovery position, was all pursuant to their training and all pursuant to the policy. Now, when Aurora Fire and Medical or a fire and rescue responded on scene, that became a complete and total control by the medics.
Two had 45 pounds, one had 80 on Elijah, had Elijah's arm secure at the time of the carotid hold. Could have used lesser means, but instead applied the carotid hold. Not once, twice.
The trial is scheduled to last 3 weeks. Then the trial for the two paramedics charged is supposed to start directly after there is a verdict.
The statewide agency dedicated to kids' safety and well-being in the Child Protective System has had a record number of people reach out to them.
Yeah, at surface level, that is alarming, but it may not be as bad as it sounds. Our Anusha Roy joins us live outside the Capitol this morning. And Anusha, these numbers need some pretty important context behind them.
Yeah, I had an interesting chat with the Colorado Child Protection Ombudsman. This is really an independent agency dedicated to keeping child protective services honest, right? Functioning fairly and equitably. That spike in numbers you just talked about, they're actually pretty encouraged by it because they're a new agency, and they said that means that more people know where to turn to get help and information when that wasn't always the case before. So in the last fiscal year, they had more than 1,100 calls and messages coming in talking about asking questions and looking for more information about CPS. That's a 14% jump. Then they had a record 1,083 case closures, another 17% jump year over year. And the most standout thing that really caught our attention was this 80% jump in cases from kids calling and messaging themselves about questions about their cases. This could be anything from a kid who's facing criminal charges to kids who were in foster care.
We had a young woman call us not that long ago who indicated that she didn't understand why she had to leave her foster home that afternoon. Nobody had explained that her placement had changed. And so in that instance, she called us and said, "Can you just tell me why this is happening? No one is returning my calls." And those are the types of areas where we're really able to help youth understand what's happening.
And so all of those numbers that I just shared with you, this agency will be sharing with state lawmakers in the coming months. Corey and Jordan, that conversation is really going to be centered around the need that they're seeing with kids, the number of kids that they're helping, and if that warrants scaling up resources.
Yeah, some more to come there. Anusha, thank you for the update.
Well, can Google get in trouble for giving you bad direction? That is the focus of a new lawsuit brought by the family of a man who died following his GPS. The lawsuit filed this week claims that Philip Paxson died last September after Google Maps directed him to cross a bridge that had collapsed 9 years earlier. Well, his Jeep went off the end and crashed 20 feet below. The lawsuit claims Google knew about the bad bridge that was never fixed, but failed to update its map system. The company says it has the deepest sympathies for the family, and it's reviewing the lawsuit.
The city of Denver is temporarily shutting down a bar that got caught serving alcohol to an underage police cadet working undercover. Denver's Excise and Licenses Department says the bar, So Many Roads, will have to shut down for 3 months. The bar is at First and Santa Fe in the Baker neighborhood. The city says the bar got in trouble before for violating liquor laws and had to temporarily shut down. When they opened back up, the city says the bar served an underage DPD cadet who was part of an undercover investigation. The city and the bar have agreed to a settlement ordering the bar to stay closed for 3 months.
Beer lovers, today is your day. The Great American Beer Fest. It is finally here this year.
Our Erica Lopez is live out at the Colorado Convention Center this morning. Pretzel necklace and all. Cheers, Erica.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, so each time we check in with you, we're trying to show you some of the new, different, really cool features here at GABF. So if you're just joining us, you probably didn't just see we did a segment with the gluten-free garden. Now we are over here at the non-alcohol oasis with Partake and Saria. Did I say that correctly?
Saria Brewing.
Saria Brewing, which is local right out of Arvada. And we're so excited because I actually get to taste these guys. They're non-alcoholic. So Ted, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me on. This is great to be here in Denver for GABF.
Yeah, and Keith, you're local, so you didn't have to come too far for us.
That's right. Born and bred here in Colorado, and as our brand was, and yeah, it's a fantastic time during the fall because GABF comes around, especially after the CU Buffs won. I mean, I'm a buff. I'm a buff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great time to be here because there's so much excitement going on. In particular, the fact that we've got the non-alcoholic oasis here, and it's going to highlight non-alcoholic beer as well as alcohol-free beer. And I watch you guys every morning. It's
Thank you, Keith.
and
Appreciate that.
but I know your crew loves to talk about food and beverage.
We like it all, Keith.
And regarding non-alcoholic, you can have this anytime for breakfast if you want. For
Which is right now my breakfast.
there you
So
go.
I'm going to have Ted pour me a couple of these because we've got partake options with us. So talk to me a little bit about this one, and you can give it a pour if you'd like.
Sure, we got a bunch of styles here. We've got our IPA, which is the green one just behind you there. Pale Ale. IPA was the first one we ever made back in 2017. We've got our blonde here, which is like a lager, so very popular beer style, and a hazy IPA, which is a newer style for us, very popular. So,
What's your favorite, Ted?
I'm drinking the hazy IPA a lot right now.
Okay.
In the summer, the warm weather. You guys are having some fantastic weather here right now. The blonde's where I go.
Okay, fantastic. Well, you're welcome to pour me a little
All
sample
right, let's go here.
Really quickly, guys. Love that sound, right? And I love this with the entire. Keith? Do you know how many different non-alcoholic providers are going to be here at the Oasis?
Oh gosh, I think it kept increasing because they invited more and more. Because as you may or may not know, the NA category is one of the few bright spots in brewing that's growing and growing. So I believe there might be up to about almost 40 different beers. So it's fantastic.
Fantastic. Okay, Ted, I'll give this a quick sip. Cheers to you. Delicious, guys, and I can have this for breakfast. Ted, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Keith, thank you so much.
Thank you, Erica.
And cheers to you guys. We're going to have more, of course, coming up here at GABF. Send it back to you, Jordan and
Now they're
Corey.
speaking your language, Corey.
Yes, she had me at Juicy IPA for sure. That is my jam, Erica. Thank you.
And this morning, we want to know, what is your favorite Colorado beer? You can text us 303-871-1491. We're going to be sharing your responses in our next half hour.
Coors Field will once again become a concert venue next year, the first time in 2 years. Country music star Kane will put on 5 stadium shows as part of his In the Air tour next year. He and his fans won't take over Coors Field, though, until next September 6th. But pre-sale tickets will go on sale next Tuesday, and then general admission sales will start next Thursday, the 28th. The last concert at Coors Field, and I'm bummed I missed this one because it sounds amazing. It was Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts in July of last year.